Hello, Owen. Since this is a diner and not a classroom, I'm naturally wondering why you're here in the middle of the morning.
Is every single adult in my life going to get on my back and tell me what to do?
Yes, that's what we're paid to do. Make sure you play by the rules.
Why should I have to play by the rules when nobody else does?
From what I've been hearing, you're breaking all the rules, not following them.
Shouldn't you be worrying about your own kid?
I'm extremely worried about Drew. But right now, I want to know why you're skipping school, and I want one good reason why I shouldn't drag you back to class by your ear.
Come on, please, Drew. Just let me touch it.
No way, Campbell.
Just for a second.
It's an original de Kooning. You touch it and my parents will kill us both.
Your dad's at work. Your mom's at yoga. We're supposed to be in school. No one even knows we're here.
Forget it. It's rigged with this sweet alarm system. I'm surprised it hasn't gone off yet.
Alright, sorry. It's just, pretty overwhelming to have an original de Kooning 2 feet in front of me. No wonder your work is so good. I mean, you've got the whole real thing hanging right next to you 24/7.
Hasn't seemed to help me much.
Are you kidding? Your work is way beyond high school. You're so damn good.
Who cares? According to my father, it's grow up, go to law school, join the firm, period.
With everything you've been through over the last year, Drew, you're actually going to let your father tell you how to run your life?
Every adult I know tells lies. It's ridiculous. No one trusts anyone around here, Mrs. Cushing.
I trust you, Owen.
You just threatened to drag me back to school by my ear. Yeah, 'cause that screams trust.
You tell me why you're so angry, and I promise I won't let BB know that I saw you here.
And how do I know you're not lying?
Owen, no one, and I mean no one, knows that every week after my yoga class, I come in here and eat 2, not 1, but 2 glazed donuts. Look at me. Do I look like a woman who eats glazed donuts every week? The answer would be no, Owen. Now you know a secret about me, and I'm going to trust you with it.
Yeah, well, your donuts don't compare with my secrets.
How can I know that if you don't tell me what I'm up against? What's bothering you, Owen?
Is it that hard to guess? My mom has been accused of murder. My former best friend.
You mean Drew?
Drew and I haven't been hanging out as much lately.
Drew's been through a lot this past year.
Why do you think Drew's the only one who's gotten a raw deal this year? There are other people in this world, you know?
All right, Owen. Maybe it's been a tough year for you, too. And maybe for your mom, too. Her husband was murdered, and you haven't exactly been playing the part of the good son.
And Drew's been perfect. He practically shoved Jessica's little brother into the hands of a molester. Why would he do that?
All of us have a lot of questions for Drew.
Well, you can start with that one. And I've got another one for your perfect son. Why didn't he tell us about David? Why didn't he trust you, or me, to help him?
My father controls everything about my life, Campbell.
That doesn't mean he's interested in you, Drew.
Money, time, family, vacations. He controls it all. That's his idea of love and interest.
Someone fooled him. Big time. Someone pulled the wool right over his eyes.
I'm not following.
David? I know your father never trusted David, but he never thought he would do what he did to you.
Leave David out of this.
Did David tell you to say that? I mean, why do you still trust him?
I'm warning you, Campbell. Leave it alone.
Look at your work. All these amazing images you've created, each one of them darker than the last. I'm not going to leave it alone.
My father would have killed David if he'd known what was happening.
Really? Your father's never understood you. Don't you think he was actually relieved to let someone else talk to you? I mean, he may not have liked David, but he sure as hell was glad someone else took the responsibility of being your friend so he didn't have to.
Jessica understands me.
You mean Jessica understood you? Past tense.
If I can't explain to myself how all this happened with David, how can I explain it to anyone else, like Jessica or my parents?
I mean, you're right. No one understands why this happened. And then the car accident and your brain injury, everything has just made things much worse.
At least I had my art. And my grandmother. I've always thought I could get through anything as long as I had both of those things.
What about your mother?
I don't talk to my mom about anything lately. My grandmother is the only one in my family who encourages me. and it looks like that's going to stop as well.
What?
In a drama worthy of only the Cushing family, my grandmother is ill, and she's asked me to help her die.
Drew had me and you, Mrs. Cushing, and Jessica, and a million other people. Why did he trust David instead of us? It's disgusting.
Maybe he thought we weren't there for him. Maybe I should have seen it happening. I thought I'd given him everything he needed, but I guess I screwed up.
We all screw up.
Well, at least we're not stuck with an electronic bracelet around our ankle, a prisoner in your own home, like your mom.
Mrs. Cushing?
What is it?
No, it's nothing.
This year has been extremely difficult for everyone. To be honest, I don't blame you for hiding out here at the Stargazer and drowning your sorrows in espresso.
Mrs. Cushing, just for kicks, what would you do if you had no money?
I guess I'd have to work?
Maybe we're all just bored. Maids, prep schools, benefits, vacations.
Believe me, bored with money is way better than being broke and bored. I've been both.
Maybe the money gets in the way of everyone being honest. What do you think?
I think that teenage brain of yours is going 1,000,000 miles an hour due to coffee overload.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Does this mean you're paying for my coffee?